Hello everyone, Citrus Aviation here with another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Gemini Jets 1/400 scale releases for December and January of the next year, December 2019, January 2020, and it's about that time for them to do a 2-month release cycle because of the way they release the models. They release the models about once every 5.5 weeks, which means that's more than a month, so you can see that eventually they would get to over a month in the release cycle. So we're going to first get started with which models sold out from last month. And first off, we have the Qantas 787-9 Special 100 Years livery. I don't know if you guys remember when I said in that release video, but I suspect that this model would be delayed. And looky here. Expected early 2020. Now this is listed as a restock, but even still, I'm expecting these models not to be delivered till 2020 just because of the art at the time wasn't available, and so I suspected that the model would not be out till sometime in 2020. It'd be delayed. It'd be delayed by at least a month, so that would be the case. Next we have in 1/200, there was a model that sold out. Just I anticipated the KLM 787-10 sold out. Interestingly enough, the CRJ 550, this model, when it loads in, there we go, this model did not sell out, which was kind of a surprise, and neither did the Southwest, which is a very good looking model. Both very good looking models. You may have noticed Gemini just done something new where they are now uploading larger file sizes of the photos, so now you can see them in better quality pictures, which is great. They're the same pictures as what they would have done, but they've now enlarged the file size, so they're bigger now, so you can see them in more detail. So let's get right to the releases. We first have an Aer Lingus RJ85, registers Echo India, Romeo Juliet India, for $39.95. And then for $54.95, we have the Aeromexico 787-9 X-Ray Alpha Delta Lima in their art livery. I'm not going to try to pronunciate it because I can't, but this is a really good looking livery. Well, it's grown on me to where I like it now. I'm still not going to buy the model though, and NG Models did make this release, and I'm really surprised that Gemini just hasn't released it till now. I'm really surprised it's taking them this long, but yeah. Next, for $43.95, we have an Alaska Airlines 737-700. There we go. November 614 Alpha Sierra. This will be a popular model with you Alaska Airlines collectors. I might get it at some point. Next up, we have an American Airlines 777-300ER $55.95. This aircraft registers November 735 Alpha Tango. This is a model that I would be interested in. I've been really wanting to get an American 777-300ER, so I'll get that eventually. This is the only model I would consider pre-ordering. It is the Delta MD-88 in the 1980s widget livery. This is November 956 Delta Lima. There have been a lot of versions of this livery. This livery really dates back to like about the 1950s, and there have been a few different variations of it over the years. Kind of like what Delta's doing with the current livery, where every so often they make a slight change to it. But this is a good looking model. I really like the MD-88, and I do want to get this one. And yeah, they were retiring these, but I still want it. Really, to be honest, in my opinion, these releases are passable. They're not very good for me, but I'm sure there are many of you who will be interested. Next, for $55.95, we have the Emirates Triple 7-9X. I would have actually bought this model, but it has no registration, and so if a model has no registration, I don't care how good it is, I will not buy it. It must have a registration. That's a stupid detail not to include. So, no registration, no buy for me. Next up, we have a Lufthansa A321neo for $43.95. Registration Delta-Alpha India Echo Alpha. Interesting model. European collectors will like it. Finally, we have the Thai 777-300ER for $57.95. This one is in a special livery. It is in the Royal Barge livery. This aircraft is registered as Hotel Sierra-Tango Kilo Foxtrot. So, fun fact, the country of Thailand is still ruled by a monarchy, and they recently got a new king, and for the coronation ceremony, they do the special river cruise barge down the main river of the country. I don't know what's called, but it's a big river. And so they painted several aircraft in a special Royal Barge livery. 777-300 was one. I believe there's also an A330 and a 7879 in this livery. It's a very nice looking livery. This is a model I would consider getting. Alright, we're going to go down first to the 1400 Gemini Max. We'll do 120 next. Gemini Jets should really just stop doing Gemini Max separately and just include with the 1400 Gemini Jets, just like they do with the 1200 models. Just make that change. It's much better. The Max models aren't any more special different than the normal ones. This aircraft is registered as 60021 at Langley Air Force Base. It's a C5M Galaxy. Alrighty, so 1200 models next. We have the Air Canada A220-100 for $89.95. That aircraft is registered as Charlie Dash Golf Romeo Oscar Victor. I will be also covering this in my Aviation News This Week video whenever that comes out, which will probably be the day after you see this one. Good looking model. I'm sure it will be very popular. Next up we have the American Airlines 727-200 for $91.95. This aircraft is registered as November 8601. Good looking aircraft. I really like the old American polished livery with the silver stripe. Versions of this livery have existed since American Airlines was founded. So this livery went from the early founding in about 1930 all the way to 1976. Next up we have two of the same model. We have the British Airways 747 in the Negus livery. This is the retro aircraft. As you can see right there, finally loaded. British Airways was celebrating 100 years, so Gemini Jets has been releasing their 747s. They have released two of each. They released Flaps Down Rigo for BOAC, Landor, and now this is the Negus one. The flaps down for both the BOAC and Landor is sold out on pre-order, so I believe this one will as well. The registration of this one is Golf Dash Charlie India Victor Bravo. This one in the standard flaps version is $180.95, and the flaps down version is $199.95. The art is the same for both models, even though they really should change the art for flaps down. Anyway, finally we have the final British Airways retro model Gemini Jets will be releasing. This is the A319 in the British British Inland Airlines livery. This is registered as, where is it? Golf Dash Echo Uniform Papa Juliet. It's actually a pretty cool looking livery. Next up we have another Delta retro model. This is the 767-300 in the widget. This is in the as delivered version. As we're waiting for this model to load, I'll give you the price. Price is $108.95. There we go. Aircraft registration November 129 at Delta Lima. Very good looking model. This is really cool. I'm kind of interested to see what this one looks like when it comes out. Next up we have the always in a release Emirates A380. This one is in the Expo 2020 livery, one of the blue ones. Alpha 6-Echo Delta Charlie is the model at $180.95. Next up we have KLM ERJ 175, also known as ERJ 170 S200 LR. Got this registered as Papa Hotel Dash Euro Echo X-Ray Uniform. Great looking model. This follows the ERJ 175 did last month, which was the 9 new livery one. So I really look forward to seeing more of these on 120 scale. Next up we have the Qantas 779 and the Qantas 100 years livery. This one does look like it will be released at the same time as the 1400, so these will both be probably delivered in January 2020, the 1400 and 1200 version. This one's just being released a month later. Very good looking livery. I wouldn't have minded if I'd gotten this one as well, because it's a nice looking model. The registration of that is Victor Hotel Zulu November Juliet, and it's $144.95. Next up we have the 777-300ER for $146.95. This one is in the Royal Barge livery and same registration, Hotel Sierra Tango Kilo Foxtrot. And then finally we have the CRJ 550 November 504 Golf Juliet, same as last month, and this one is it's price of $83.95 and registered 504 GJ. Good looking aircraft. I have now personally seen 3 CRJ 550s, and I'll have a plane spawn video from Des Moines coming out. I went twice without the video camera and just took pictures, and now I have video for you guys to see coming soon. So if you guys enjoyed that plane spawn video, there will be also a special Allegiance aircraft that I've just recently painted. So hope you guys look forward to that. But wait, this is a good looking aircraft. I look forward to seeing more of these. And then the final model we have is a Sporty pilot sub. Cessna 172 SP, November 3620 Papa. And the price is $66.95. I'd really like to get one of these at some point, one of these Gemini Jets Skyhawks, because it will be really nice. And I'm starting to collect 1/200 scale military aircraft now as well. And this would be nice to add to that, to put a Cessna right next to those military aircraft. It would be nice. 1/72 scale is a really good scale for collecting smaller aircraft such as fighters, Cessnas, that sort of thing. And there even are commercial airliners on 1/72 scale, which are huge. But, this model is going to be great. I'm not going to get this one, but, maybe at some point I'll get one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Which model are you most interested in? What do you think of these releases? To be honest, these releases are really boring to me. Although the 1/200 ones are really good for 1/200 collectors. That CRJ550 is something I might pick up. But 1/4 isn't really anything that I really want to get right away. I mean, these are models I can just wait till later when they get cheaper to get. Well, except for maybe the American Triple 3. But it's nothing too special. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.